Okay, so good morning, teachers. For this video, you are going to maximize AI in conducting your classes. In this video, you are going to use AI to ask follow-up questions. You are going to ask AI to correct sentence construction, and you're going to use AI to expand, expand the lesson. Right. So mind the thing, the third one to expound whatever. So the first thing that you're going to do is since I asked this from a teacher, you are going to copy this one and go to your Google and open Gemini. So just simply type Gemini. If you do not have an account on Gemini, just create an account in Gemini. For an example, let's have a look of one of my Google account that does not have any Gemini. So an example, this one. Right. So I will go to Gemini. So this is the first. It's in Arabic, but we translate it into English. This is the first thing, Gemini, and then just sign in directly. If you're a Google user, then it will go directly to Google user. So it will associated with your Google account. Okay. So this time, this is my account, and I'm going to conduct. I'm going to technically analyze, ask Gemini to analyze the topics. So just copy and paste it to Gemini. Paste and copy and then paste and then copy and then paste, then copy. For example only. This is just an example of how you're going to use AI. And yes, and yeah. So the prompt is prompt analyze these images, act as a teacher. Your student is level 1. You are going to set some questions pertaining pertaining some questions pertaining to the topic to set the mood. What is your question in the beginning? You are also going to ask for follow-up questions. List them. Well, I think there's something wrong. So Gemini is asking for, is analyzing that. So here are some of the follow-up questions that you could follow. In the story, what does Greg want to Sharon to join? Wants Sharon to join? Greg says, would you care to join? This is formal way of saying or casual way to ask them. So giving a reason, the why. Sharon cannot, you're just going to read this one. So, um, so you have your follow-up questions that you are going to ask to your students to expand the lessons. Moreover, if the second topic is that we are going to correct the sentence of your student. So for an example, correct this sentence. If you heard your student is creating a sentence, listen to them and directly type it in Gemini. For example, I goes to the park. Correct the sentence and explain. I goes to the park. So there is something wrong with the sentence. So instead of saying earlier you said earlier you said I goes to the park. Instead you have to say I go to the park. In English, we can change you can just read it directly. In English, we can change the verb based on who is doing the action. This is called subject verb agreement. For most verbs in the present tenses, we can only add s or es, but the subject, when the subject is he, she, or it. So you have to say it to the student. This one. Okay. Or even take a screenshot on this and paste it on your AC. Paste it on your AC and send it to the student. And then, yeah, so that's how. And you have to remember that you have your um, subject verb agreement. Subject verb agreement is the key, the first thing that we have learned from kinder to college that helps us in creating a sentence. So you always have to remember your subject verb agreement. So you have this prompt, correct the sentence, I goes to the part and explain. Okay. So whenever you heard your student saying a sentence, write them away, type it to Gemini and ask Gemini to correct the sentence and see if it is correct or wrong. And you could also ask Gemini, make it in the past tense. Make it make it in the future tense. Yeah. So for example, I went, so make it a past tense. So to change the sentence into the past tense, you're going to write this one. I went to the park. Why went? Explain to the student again. So another, make it in the future. I will go. Common, I will go. So explain to the student. So also, next is how to expound. Just use anything. Um, make a sentence, make a question about the topic and pertaining to the the student, the the past or future activity with regards to the image. So tell me about last weekend. Did you go to the park, to the restaurant? So that's how, diba? So you simply expanded the lesson. And when you ask some questions, remember that the subject verb agreement should be discussed also. For example, tell me about last weekend. Did you go to the park, a restaurant, or a friend's house? Where did you go? If he, if the student says, I go to my classmate's house. So your question is in past tense. The student's answer should be in past tense. So he said, the student says, I go to the park. It should be, I went to. Oh, you mean last week you went to the blah, 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 to the restaurant. So that's how you're going to conduct your lesson with AI. So if you have questions on, actually, I'm planning to create a software that will help you more about this one. So it's more of an LMMs, multi-language, multi-level LLMs, multi-level, no, Basta, basta. Antabayan na lang natin kung anong magaganap sa pwedeng gawin ng utak. Alright, so this is how I'm going to conduct a lesson with you and utilize AI at the same time in a 5-1 talk class. So if you have some questions, type it, or you have comments, type it on the comment box, and I'm ready to answer. Bye.